What's going on, YouTube? OCD for EDC here, and what I got for your face balls today. We got multiple things going on here. We're going to assemble a knife that I've got sitting over here, ready to go, and we're going to talk about a bunch of different things. But right off the bat, we do have this lovely board that my wife made for me, and it's got all of our contact info on it. So channel name, Instagram names, as well as our brand new website, which my lovely wife, who's sitting here with me, say hello.
Hi.
She made the wonderful website, so, you know, leave her some love in the comments or whatever. Tell her how awesome the website is. You can go there and find stickers like these, you know, get yourself some poon gooch, whatnot, some hoot gooch, and yeah, so anyway, go check out the website, and we have a whole bunch of different things available on the website. One of which being the CMEs, compression made easy. This one here is for the Spyderco Shaman, obviously. But then there's other ones like this for the Para 3. And this one, we have all of them in multiple different colors. They fit multiple different knives. And yeah, there are many options available. So I also made this really sweet knife stand here for 8 knives. This is something that was that I 3D printed, and pretty pumped with it. It works out extremely well. I'll remove the actual knives here so you can see the stand itself, but pretty happy with the way it turned out. It does a really good job, and it really, if you load it up with 8 knives, the knives really just kind of get lost, or the stand itself just gets lost. You can't really see it at all, but it's extremely sturdy, really cool knife stand. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments if this is something that you'd be interested in. I can certainly make these in all sorts of different colors and whatnot. But it's a good one. I like it. And yeah, so you just snap the supports in, and no gluing or anything like that. It just snaps together. But turned out pretty cool. All right. One of the reasons that we're here is for, we have a brand new Spyderco unboxing, which these are just a couple of the new Spydercos that have come recently, and they're on a roll because what's in this box is also extremely awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we got another package over here from the Apex Pass Around group. Real quick, this knife right here, this is a Spyderco Manix lightweight in Spy 27. This is a knife that I'm doing for a customer. Those that are familiar with the Manix 2 lightweight knows that this knife is riveted together. I have modified that so now it will have black hardware. You can see I've got the not tooled side in there already, and so I've done all the work for that, but need to assemble said knife, so we're going to do that real quick. It's pretty straightforward assembly. I've already made a video on how to do this, and all the things that you're going to need in order to convert a Manix 2 lightweight into something that you can actually service. And
you did that orange one, right?
Yeah, I did the orange ones. I did a couple of them. Now, this gentleman that purchased this knife, this was actually my knife. So there's number 16 on the blade. But he wanted this knife with the black hardware, and I only have a handful of pieces of hardware left, which is really a bummer. But the hardware, you guys know from the original video that I did, is extremely difficult to get your hands on. I just kind of lucked out and was able to get some, but Yeah, Spyderco does not make it easy to get their hardware, that's for sure. So, it's a bummer. So this will be one of the last ones. I think I have enough to do one more knife after this.
You need smaller fingers, son.
Yeah, some of these screws and stuff are difficult for me to operate, if you will. Alright. So, now I got the pivot in there. We're going to use a little lube on here.
Lube it up. Come on, let's go.
That's right. Okay, now...
Getting low on lube there, Dad.
Yeah, I've got more. This is just the bottles that I brought out here. So, getting all of the Manix, getting everything put in one piece is kind of a trick. The lightweight is a little more difficult. This is a little bit easier when you have liners to work with. Yeah, the lightweight version adds some complexity to it. You know what? This video is already going to be long enough. I'm going to assemble this off screen just because it's going to take longer than what we really need to take here. But
I was about to volunteer as tribute with small hands.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but we'll show this. So for those that aren't aware, come and check out our live shows. We do live shows every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central, and we'll talk about this knife on the live and go over it. May disassemble or take one side off just so you can see it fully assembled and whatnot. But it's just going to be more involved than what I want to mess with here on camera since we have all these other things to do.
You know what? We don't have time for that.
Yeah. Well, I don't want this video to be an hour long. And yeah, so I was thinking that we could do that real quick, but it's going to be a little bit more involved than what I want to mess with right at this second. So let's slide that off to the side.
So it's a teaser, I guess.
Yeah, it's a teaser. So like I said, here's some of the new things that are recent from Spyderco. And we got a box here to open from Spyderco, but we're going to open this one first. This is from another YouTuber that's in the Apex Pass Around group. And so I'm fairly certain this is going to be an Apex Pass Around item. I think anyway. So let's see what we're working with. It is a Finch knife. So that's cool. Finch is somewhat local. All their knives are made overseas in China, but the actual company is in the Kansas City area, Kansas City, Missouri. Or actually, I think they're on the Kansas side. I think they're in Stillwell. Stillwell, Kansas. Right outside of Kansas City. And they make some cool stuff. So let's check this thing out, see what we got. They always send Band-Aids with their knives, which are really cool. Oh.
Very thoughtful.
This is... Yeah. I can't remember the name on this thing. The Tycoona. So this is one that I've already had and checked out.
Was it in green?
It was.
Yeah.
Yep. And the pivot on this one is loose right now. I can tell. Yes.
Go ahead and fix that up there.
Yeah, we'll tune that pivot up a bit. So there we go.
More better.
Nice. Yeah, it's a cool knife. It's got their little Finch logo, which also glows in the dark, which is pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the little glow in the dark. I got a flashlight right here. Let's see.
I'm a sucker for glow in the dark.
Yeah, and if you like glow in the dark stuff, stay tuned. On the CME front, there might be some stuff coming. Hint, hint. Yeah, let me shut the light off here real quick and see if we can... Yeah, there you go. You can see that it's glowing. So there you go. You can check it out.
Oh, it's glowing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. So, cool little knife. 154 cm. I'm pretty sure these are made by Best Tech, if I remember correctly. The quality's good. You know, I did a video on this quite a while ago, and my only kind of complaint about the knife, I think it's a great little knife, is they're pretty pricey for what it is. But I think it's a great little knife, you know, and the packaging is certainly very nice. It's like a really nice structured box and whatnot, and, you know, they're sending it with the Band-Aid's a cool little touch. So, yeah, there's some cool little things going on. Finch is a cool company for sure.
Yeah, they have a sense of humor, obviously.
Yeah, and I like that. All right, now, let's get into the box that everyone's here for.
It's a good thing you had that Velociraptor claw to...
That's right. Did you see how nice that was? So in this package, we have 4 items. And this is the latest and greatest coming out of Spyderco. And I don't remember exactly what these are, but I remember that they're good ones. So for those that don't know, I'm in the Spyderco Collectors Club, so I get all of the new releases coming out of Spyderco, and I get an email sent to me from Spyderco when the knives are shipping, and it tells you what they are, but it's been many days ago that I read that email, so I just remember being pumped about this shipment, that these were going to be some good ones. So sometimes they're not nearly as fun. They're like a bunch of Tenacious or, you know, grasshoppers and whatnot. So, okay. I'm going to pull those 2. We're going to put them like this. Yep, we're going to open them this direction. So we're going to start right here. And wah, it's a Tenacious.
Imagine.
But... it's not any Tenacious.
It's pretty blue.
So this one's actually a cool Tenacious with this cool blue color, which looks really nice, actually. I like the blue. It's like a royal blue color. Action is what you would expect on a Tenacious. Feels really good. But most importantly, check out the blade here. We have a CPM S35 Vn Tenacious. In the flesh. There it is.
Is this the first Tenacious that'll get action?
Yeah, no, the Tenacious is a really popular knife. It's just, it's a budget knife, and they sell it everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, this is...
they're easy to get.
They're... I think they even sell them at Walmart, actually, the Tenacious. And so, for Spyderco, I'm sure it's a massive seller. Because it's a cheap budget knife and they sell them everywhere. Now this one here is obviously going to be a higher priced. It's still going to, I'm sure, be low cost for S35 Vn, but it's certainly going to be more expensive than the, you know, $45 or whatever that a Tenacious costs. So, you know, my guess is this thing's probably going to be in the $75 to $85 range. I don't know exactly, but yeah, cool knife. Riding on washers, liner lock. So yeah, the Tenacious, and then you can, you know, Spidey flick it and do all that fun stuff. Okay, next up we have a Delica.
It looks fun.
This one here is a dealer exclusive. This one is a DLT trading exclusive. So you can pause and check the paperwork out if you want. But this is in the red and black Zome FRN that they've done before on a different DLT exclusive. But this one has the blacked out blade and all the blacked out hardware, which is really awesome. And this thing is rocking, yeah, CPM 20 CV. So... this is a pimped out Delica for sure. So the red and black Zome with the black blade, black hardware, black clip. Yeah, good looking knife, 20 CV. So, you know, awesome blade steel. It's just a kick-ass knife all the way around. And the Delica, another model that's been around forever, and God only knows how many hundreds of thousands of Delicas that Spyderco has sold over the years. All right, here we go. We got two kick-ass models here, and these are siblings. So we'll just get them both out, and we will show the paperwork that comes with one of them, because it's going to be the same on both. But here is the paperwork. So I'm sure most people are already know what these are, but these are the Blade HQ exclusive PM2 Tantos, but this is with the M4 blade, and we have one coated and one satin. Because M4 is not a stainless steel, it comes with this card right here, just giving you a warning that, hey, this is a high carbon steel and it will rust. Obviously the coated version is going to be a little bit better in that regard, but JG10 CPM M4 blade, satin, a black, and the satin one has got unfinished hardware, or not unfinished, but uncoated, and the black one has all black hardware. The lanyard tube is black as well. The liners are not black, so the liners are the same. The compression lock's the same, which if you want to get a CME to put on your PM2, hit up our website.
I know a guy.
Yeah, OCD4EDC.com. So, yeah, really cool. The Tanto versions are just awesome knives. Personally, I think the Tanto blade on the PM2, I honestly like it better. It's got a hollow grind. I think this, I've never been the biggest PM2 fan. I mean, they're okay. I didn't necessarily dislike them, but I wasn't one of my favorite knives. And the Tanto version has kind of changed that. I really kind of dig the look of it. And yeah, certainly the performance is there. So yeah, just tried true design, but in a really cool configuration there. So there we go. We got the Tenacious and the two M4 PM2s, the 20 CV Delica. So pretty awesome unboxing. And now we're going to check the factory edges on these guys. We're not going to check the Finch. I mean, we can just for fun. But the Finch, the pocket clip up on it was scratched up, so this thing's certainly been carried. And, you know, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that it's nowhere near as sharp as it was when it was factory fresh. But we can still test it. You can see here a little wear on the clip, and the orange G10's a little dingy. So this thing's been carried. No big deal. It just, you know, I just don't want it to reflect poorly on them if this thing's super dull because it's been used. And I don't know how it's been used or whatnot. So, you want to load me up there? Alright, so we've got the Sharpness Tester here. For those that are not familiar with this setup, I've got two of the holders, and Molly's going to reload them for me, and we're going to check the factory edges. We'll do the Finch first. We opened it first. So what we're looking here, the lower the number, the better. And what we're really looking for is anything under 200 is a pretty good factory edge. This is measuring in grams. So anything under 200 grams is good. And just to give you a reference, about 350 grams is where a blade will no longer shave arm hair. So 200 grams is a very, very sharp knife. And if they can get that out of the factory, they're doing good. $350, right on the money. So this is right on the verge of no longer being able to shave arm hair. Let's see if I can. It did cut a few hairs, a couple, but didn't shave it really very well. But
she just needs a good sharpening.
I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. There, you can see a couple of hairs on the blade.
Here, guys, look at my DNA.
That's right. Well, you know, I've had a couple people say, you know, well, will it really cut at 350? Well,
he just did. He done did it.
Yeah, done did it. Just showed you right there. Knife is 350, and it shaved a few arm hairs.
Dur.
So, all right, load that one up. Okay, now we're going to get into the actual brand new factory fresh. So here we go with the S35 Vn Tenacious. So we got a pimped out Tenacious. Here we go. $245. So certainly not the greatest result, but still a sharp knife. Not terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tighten that up.
What? I thought I got that one good and tight.
Good and tight?
Good and tight. Ja, das ist wichtig. No? Nein?
Alright, now we've got the Delica in 20 CV. Another pimped out, kind of a budget model. But with some awesome blade steel here. Come on. Yeah, we're... $125 on the old Delica. So, very, very good result on the Delica. We have had a few Spydercos over the days come in sub 100, which is really phenomenal for a factory edge. But 125 is definitely a damn good result. Okay, first up we're going to do the Satin M4. This stupid thing. Yeah. Every once in a while, it's so sensitive that me just putting the knife next to it registers in at 5 grams, but we're going to be way up. Oh, no, it jumped up to 10.
Hey, now.
Here we go. $215 for the Satin M4.
You don't need another one, yeah?
Nope. $215. So, it's respectable. Not terrible, but
could be better.
Could be better, yeah. Alright, let's see if we have much of a difference or if Golden Colorado is very consistent. Here we go. 160.
Oh, so, Kyle probably sharpened that one.
So we've got a 160, a 215, a 125. So Seiki City, Japan, coming in hot with the 20 CV, and then this was 245, I think.
Yeah.
Which this is from Spyderco's China factory, but you know, S35 Vn and Spyderco does a great job on the heat treats. I'm not really sure about out of the Chinese factory. I don't know that I've really tested, done any edge retention testing out of their Chinese factory. But, yeah, they historically have always done a really good job with heat treats with all the steels. So, pretty cool. So, yeah, if you guys, like I said, want to check out the CMEs, I've got videos out on both the Shaman CME as well as the Standard. The Standard fits a whole bunch of models. It fits the PM2, the Para 3, the Kapara, the Sage series, or Sage 5. So yeah, just if you look on the website, you'll see the list of knives that this one fits, and then we also have the one that's special to the Shaman. Like I said, coming in multiple different colors. But stay tuned, because we have a lot more colors coming very, very soon. So yeah. So anyway, you got anything you want to say, hon?
No.
No? No? Just no?
No, it's you know, just a day.
Just a day, yeah. All right, well, other than it being cold as hell here, and that's kind of put a damper on all kinds of things for us. But like I said earlier, tune in on Sunday nights. We do a live show, and it's always a good time. We have some fun, laugh quite a bit. So if you're into that sort of nonsense, come and join us, 8 p.m. Central, Sunday evenings.
Who isn't into that kind of nonsense?
Well, yeah, you never know. You never know.
Fun haters.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming out and checking out this video. We will see you next time.
Bye.
We out.